Today we're going to be looking at a trading strategy I've named the Punisher, so let's get straight to it. Hey traders, I hope you're all going extremely well. My name's David and welcome to my channel where I go through trading strategies that I find on YouTube and on the web, and I use code to debunk the bad ones and find the good ones. Today we're going to be using ChatGPT again to try and generate a trading strategy that I found on YouTube. This one's by The Secret Mindset, a trading channel. The idea behind the trading strategy is Fibonacci levels and RSI overbought extended levels. Instead of using the RSI in overbought and oversold to short or long as we generally take the RSI, it's actually going to be looking to overextend a bit like the RSI overextender that I built a long time ago. When we're in an overbought section, we're going to be looking to long the strong trend, and when we're in an oversold, we're going to look to short. We're going to be looking for a pullback using the Fibonacci levels, and I guess the best thing is to get straight over to my computer, code this so we can backtest it, and like I said, I'm going to be using ChatGPT to generate some of the code and help me as a kind of a sidekick coder to help me build this trading strategy. I'll go through all that as well. But before I go, if you do enjoy the video, if you don't mind just giving it a good old thumbs up, it helps me a lot, helps to grow the community and gets the videos out there. I really do thank everybody for the wonderful comments that they've all put down in the previous videos. And if you'd like to also join me on Discord and download all of these trading strategies, you can find the Patreon links down in the description. Right, over to computer. Okay, here we are on YouTube on the Secret Mindsets YouTube channel, giving credit where credit is due. This one is called Punish the Dumb Traders with the Unorthodox Day Trading Strategy, which is on the 15-minute time frame, also on the S&P 500 index, and also they've backtested on the Apple as well. We're going to be looking at Apple today. I'm also going to test it on BTC USDT because most of the users that use David Tech are actual crypto traders, but I'm looking to add as much as possible stocks and also Forex, so I will backtest it on all of them. Okay, so I'm on TradingView as you can see here. So we're only going to be adding a couple of indicators today. We're going to be adding an EMA. So if I type EMA up here by going to indicators and look for the moving average exponential, and I click that, that's going to add an even moving average, this blue line here. And then I'm going to be adding another indicator called higher high lower low strategy, I think it is. Yep, higher high lower low strategy by Lonesome the Blue. And I'm going to click here and add that one as well. Now the reason for that is it's going to help me choose my levels for Fibonacci, but it doesn't actually really need it. But this is just for the code so that I can use it. Now what I'm going to do is go over to the EMA over here, and we're going to set the EMA to 200. Now that's going to give us our trend direction. So we're looking for longs while we're above the blue line, and we're looking for shorts when we're below it. Bitcoin has been pumping for a little bit, so gonna have to find a couple of shorts. Okay, so we're looking when we're below the blue line here, just like this. We're looking for shorts. Right, okay. I did forget to add the most important indicator, which was the RSI. If I go to the RSI like this, we're going to look for RSI. I have to scroll down a bit because I've made so many indicators, but as you can find, the relative strength index is just there. We're going to add that one there, which is going to add this panel here. Now, the only changes I'm going to do is click on the cog here, and I'm going to remove the MA because that's that yellow line. The most important part of this trading strategy, I will make it a little bit thicker for YouTube, but you don't actually have to do this, is the oversold and overbought lines here. Now let's make them a little bit thicker as well. Okay, so we have our traditional oversold and overbought lines. When the RSI in general goes over this overbought line, the 70 level, we're actually looking to short, and the other way if we're looking below this oversold line here, when the RSI comes down and touches that oversold line at 30, we're looking to long. In this trading strategy, we're actually looking for the other way around. We're actually looking to continuation as a strong trend. So when we come up above the overbought section, we're considering that as a strong trend, and we're looking for a pullback and then continuation. So we will be looking for a long. So this is where our high lows have come into place here. Now the high lows are on the setting of 20 and 5. Now that will get rid of a lot of these extra lower lows and higher highs. So here is our indicators, and what we're looking for is our green line here, which is our lower low, to come up and touch a higher high, and we're going to pull our Fibonacci from there. So we're looking for the RSI to come above this overbought area, and when they're going to be looking for a new long. So we're going to take the Fibonacci tool just here. We're going to pull from this green line to the top of this red line where we've just come overbought here. And we're expecting the Fibonacci levels, the price to come down in between this 0.236 and 0.382. If it comes between here, we're going to take a long. We're going to set our stop loss to the local low, so the green dotted line here, and we're going to be looking for a 2-to-1 risk to reward. As you can see, that was quite a nice trade. We can see that we've taken 7.1% profit from here, and we would have had a stop loss at 3.56 stop loss. Now for me as a bot trader, I'd find that slightly too big as a stop loss, but I'm sure that we can optimize this to try and make it better. Now this continues up, and as you can see, we're going above here, and we would have had another entry just here, where we would have taken an entry and had another long over here. Now depending on where we would have put the stop loss, that may have been another win as well. For a short, we're looking for the other way around. As you can see here, we've created a downtrend. We're below the 200 EMA, this blue line here. We've come into the oversold section of the RSI. So we're going to take our Fibonacci level just here. We're going to pull from this red line down to this green line just here. We're expecting price to come up and test between the 0.236 and the 0.382. As you can see, it has. This is where our entry would have been just about here. Would have been here. As it comes up, we would have probably got the next closed. So there would have been our stop loss. We'll be able to put either our stop loss on the top of this one here or up here. We're going to put it here, and then we're going to look for a 2-to-1 risk to reward. This would have been an extremely small trade, but that would have been a win as well. We could try also, like I said, putting the stop loss up here on this swing high up here, and we could have a much bigger trade. But 1-to-2 would have not been a win in this case. You would have lost the trade. But then again, we could have also set our stop loss at an ATR level, which I also test and back test as well. So the entries look quite good. Now I need to go away and back test it, see if I can find better trading strategy setups. So I'm going to use the higher high, higher lows, and I'm going to use ChatGPT to actually try and identify and understand how this works. So what I'm going to do is I go over to the here and click the code from the actual strategy here. I'm going to copy this out, and I'm going to send it to ChatGPT to try and find out if we can understand the code and see if we can add the Fibonacci levels to it. So pull that over to the screen over here. I've copied and pasted that here, as you can see. Popped it into the code, copied and pasted literally the higher high, lower strategy here, and asked him what it actually does. As you can see, ChatGPT literally tells you that it's Python script looking for values of higher highs, lower lows. As you can see just here, we're looking for the higher highs, higher lows just here. It's telling you that the pH levels and the pH levels just here and the PL levels represent pivot highs and pivot lows. And it just literally goes through everything, finds out how to work the zigzags out, and it is absolutely incredible as a piece of software, telling us how everything works inside that trading strategy. If you go down, it tells you the max number of counts. It gives you the ABC levels. Literally is telling you everything from A to Z inside the code. So I asked it as a second question. The reason I've actually done this in advance is because ChatGPT actually sometimes has timeout errors, and I didn't want to just spend hours trying to edit video. So I've gone away and asked it questions on the side. Can you add then plot the Fibonacci levels 0.618? I just used 0.618 as an example, as it's the most well known, and it said that it can. It's gone through how I would do it, so it's given me the calculations of how to do it and add them there. And then I've asked it about compression and things like that, which was for another video a bit later on. But as you can see, it's given me the code here for plotting the fib levels and adding an if statement just here, so you can add it with a label. Now I did add all of that, and I've worked out how to do it. So I'm going to go away for a couple of seconds, and I will code and put all this together thanks to ChatGPT, and then I will backtest on Apple and the S&P 500 and also BTC USDT. Back in a minute.
Come on, David, and we'll once again he's gone to code a new strategy. He'll be back in just 5 minutes. Come on, David, show us what you got.
Okay, here I am on my computer. I have finished coding the trading strategy. As you can see, added all of the confluence like the EMAs and things like that. We're on the Nasdaq for Apple stock. We're looking for entries with these green boxes. Now, these green boxes represent the Fibonacci levels on a pullback. So when pullback happens, a green box will pop up to tell you exactly where the 0.618 or the 0.312 is. As we pop down and come and test that level and then break back above it, we're looking to take our entry as long as the RSI has gone into overbought or oversold territory. So that would give us our entry here. As you can see, this is absolutely perfect. We've come back down, taken below this green box. As we have broken back above it, we've taken our entry, and that would have made an absolute perfect entry. So as you can see, we have our backtesting results here for Apple. If I pull up the backtesting results, you can see here that the trading strategy has performed quite well on default settings. It's not absolutely fantastic. The drawdown is, as far as I'm concerned, pretty bad on Apple. We're nowhere near the expected win rate that the secret mindset has given us, but it is a start of a good trading strategy. We need to go away and optimize maybe a bit more the settings, play around with the values inside the levels of RSI. We have 115 trades. We have 14% net profit. If I go over to the summary here, as you can see, we have beaten the buy to hold return of 8%, which is absolutely great. Profitable win rate is 53%. Profit factor is 1, just above 1. As I said, the markdown is absolutely awful at 55%. When you look at the buy to hold compared to the actual trading strategy, we've had quite a few periods here which are great, and then we have an area which is a lot worse than actually holding it. So it gives us a bit of food for thought for actually looking back into the trading strategy to see how we can improve over those periods of times, making it better, maybe working out why it would have not worked in this period but has worked here and has worked here. So if I go over to BTC USDT, as you can see over here, the results are a lot better than on Apple. We have had quite a few wins in a row here. We have 58% win rate, almost 59% win rate. We have 84% net profit. 79 trades, which I would like a lot more trades before actually trading this with bots. Profit factor is 1.4. We have a lot less of a markdown of 21%. And if we go over here, we can see that our max wins in a row was 5, max losses in a row were 4, total wins were 46, total losses were 33. And if I go down here, our first trade was in June, so around 6 months ago. So as you can see, I have added a couple of things for confluence to make this a little bit better whilst optimizing and make it better. I've added one indicator to make this better, and that indicator is the bull bear power indicator set at 17 on the same time frame. That just gave us a little bit more confluence and made this a lot better trading strategy. As for the take profit and stop loss, I'm using an ATR level, and we're looking for a ATR profit factor risk to reward of 1.5 instead of the 2 that's used on the YouTube channel The Secret Mindset. If I took it up to 2, the win rate went through the floor and it just stopped working. They actually used the swing low as well, and it also caused the trading strategy to be completely unprofitable. So that's my backtesting results for that one. If you look at the monthlies on this one, you have a couple of months which seem to be extremely good, and then you have a couple of small months where you've lost. In June, it'd be worth looking back in June to find out why it lost 13% over there, but it seems to be profitable on most months. So it could potentially be a good trading strategy with a little bit more work and optimizing that we can connect to bots very, very quickly and easily. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that one. This video was actually meant to be 5 trading strategies that I made on ChatGPT, which I'll be releasing during the week. Unfortunately, don't know why, but I couldn't get it to go up to YouTube, but that one will be up next week. 5 strategies that I built with ChatGPT within less than 10 minutes. So I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, if you don't mind, like I said, giving it a good old thumbs up. And without further ado, I wish you a great week. I will see you hopefully in Discord, where I do live streams pretty much every day with other people inside of Discord. Take care, keep safe, keep coding, trade like a boss, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!